Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Doys, and welcome back to Feed the Beast Infinity Evolved Expert Mode Skyblock. I almost forgot about the Skyblock. Welcome back to Feed the Beast Infinity. Last time we were working towards this guy, the Alchemy Catalyst, and part of doing that involved us dabbling with witchery and getting some alchemic chemistry sets rather. And some Salus Mundus, which was pretty easy. And yeah, we've got everything pretty much. We still need to get more blaze rods, but that's not that difficult to do, honestly. But we still need the golden chalk, which we'll get to here in a second. We'll get close to that here soon. And the whole reason we're trying to do this Alchemy Catalyst is so that we can make... Well, there's a lot of stuff we can make, but one of the big things is this will allow us to get somewhere right there, Prismarine, which we need in order to get the Prismarine blocks, which is required for the Apprentice Blood Orb, which is the next Blood Orb. There was some other stuff that we were working towards. The guide probably tells us. But yeah, we're just trying to, Blood Orb is the next thing. We need to get the distillery up and running and all that kind of stuff. That's mostly pretty easy. And then that gives us the next Blood Orb. And then after that, kind of the next goal is to start working towards the Runic Matrix. So we're working on it. It's slow, but we're getting there. I did just check our nuclear reactors, trying to see how we're doing on the tech side of things, and we have almost 700 millibuckets of UU matter, but this reactor is depleted. This one still has a little bit more, so once this gets depleted, I'm going to replace both of them at the same time, and go from there. We probably have... I know we have, let's see, 64 uranium fuel rods, so making those into the quad fuel rods should not be an issue whatsoever. And yeah, we'll go from there. So, today, there's a couple of things I want to do. So, as you can see from my inventory, I have a whole bunch of the Thaumcraft stuff, but not all of it. I want to go ahead and get one more thing from this before we try to move all of our Thaumcraft stuff over there. And what we're probably going to want is some iron chests, because that sounds like a good idea. So we'll get an iron chest, and you know what, we'll even upgrade it to gold for right now. Let's just stick with iron. That should be good enough. So I want to make something so that I don't have to use fire. Fire is not the best of things to use for Thaumcraft, and I already have niter. Never mind. Okay, so let's just go down below, and we're gonna break these two things, and we're just gonna put this cobblestone back. Now I believe over here, yeah, we also had a piece of that nether brick, or nether rack rather, that I want to get rid of. So this is where Thaumcraft is going to live, so you guys know. So we have Blood Magic, Thaumcraft, and then this will be Witchery and Britannia. Britannia is only going to really need this half. Witchery can take this half, and yeah, that should be good. So we can go ahead and move the Crucible, and I want to go ahead and put more stuff away. I do have nether rack down here, so might as well just put it in there. We can use niter instead, which is a lot nicer. But what we'll want is probably right here. I lost that, but okay, whatever. We'll put the niter and the Crucible, and I just want to make sure that this does work. It should. This should start boiling here in a second. I doubt that's disabled, to be honest. We'll put just a block there. So yeah, there we go. Boiling water. Now, I thought I needed to make niter. Oh well. I do want to see, is there a saw? Hey, there is. We're going to do some fun stuff. We're going to make a saw, and we're going to cut up a block. And you guys will see the reason soon enough. So we need some stone tool rods, which I believe we can just make... What was I... Oh, did I not make the distillery? Was I missing something? Odor purity. Okay. Wait. Because that is the... What? Okay, so I think it duplicated items? Or did I do double last time? I don't think I had double. Oh well, I guess. Apologies if those are cheated in items. Honestly, none of them are super, like, difficult to get. The only thing is they are a little bit annoying. So, yeah, I have no idea. That's really weird. Anyways, let's put that in there with a magic odor purity. I think it duplicated items. Huh. That is weird. But oh well, whatever. I don't care. Apologies again if it did, but I also don't really care all that much. So, what I want to do, let's put the gold away in here. Let's turn our jetpack off. Going around a little bit too fast. And it always rains, so let's sleep. Get rid of this rain. So today, the first thing I want to do is I'm going to start moving around the base a little bit. Just a little. So that we can potentially get some more stuff. Alright, so this isn't going to work. Let's get some of this stuff taken care of. So crucible will go there. We'll put work table, all this stuff right here will work just fine. We're gonna need some other stuff, but honestly right now it's not that important. One ice shards can almost. Alright, let's put some stuff in here that we don't need right away. And let's put the mana steel away. This base is so messy. But, oh well. We're working on cleaning it up, so we'll get there. But a lot of this moving I will probably do off camera. I just want to move some stuff right now, just to make it a little bit nicer. And I thought I had to make some niter, so that's why I waited for the Thaumcraft stuff. But I didn't check the chest, so we need to do this. And now we can come over here. We're going to put down a chest. I'm going to put an armor stand here for later, but we'll get to that. So, get all of the shards that we have. This stuff can hide down here. Arcane stone blocks, paper stuff, research stuff, basically. Thaumonomicon can go there. This can go there. That can go there. Thaumium nuggets and extra wand. Alright, cool. So that looks good for now. We're going to make some blocks just to make things a little bit nicer. Like I was saying, if we make a saw, what we can do is we can cut up a block. And why would you want to do that? That sounds weird. But it's not. It's actually incredibly useful. And you'll see why here in a second. Actually, you won't see why because we're not going to do any of it. But basically, what's going to happen is we're going to make the... So we're going to take one block and we're going to cut it up into a bunch of really tiny pieces. Nooks. Bunch of nooks. And we're going to put this in there and this stone tool rod, why not? And what we're going to do is we're going to basically put some stone on the corners here. And then around it like so. Now, this looks like it's decorative, I'm doing it this way because it is a little bit more decorative, but the main reason we're doing this is to prevent flux. Basically, when you craft things with the Crucible, it's not perfect, and what will often happen is it kind of spills over. By doing this, we can prevent that. The flux and stuff that this produces can't exist in the same space as these micro blocks. So we use the micro blocks to prevent any of it from spawning, basically. So that's the whole point of that. That's why I want to do that. Now I have a avocado in my inventory, so I want to chop down some trees. And yeah, this, honestly, we can just come over here, and I'm just gonna throw it out. I don't really need them. They are cheap. Alright, so let's chop down some trees. We're gonna get some resin for this, which is kind of nice, but not needed. The main reason I want to do this is just to kind of avoid having to, like, basically this is going to allow us to kind of do some witchery stuff here. As you will see in the very near future, witchery is kind of a pain. Alright, so I do believe an avocado sapling is just an oak sapling with an avocado. Perfect. I'm going to keep one of these so that we have it for later. Now, the next big thing that we need to do is we need to make, so one, we have some saplings, we have some wood. I'm going to throw the avocado sapling in here, as well as this stuff, just for now. And then I think we already had a grass block, but I want to make sure I have a couple grass blocks, just in case. And what we're going to do, after I clean up my inventory just a little bit, is we are going to make the altar. So we have the distillery. Next thing on the list is the altar. So in order to make the altar, we need 3 recipes of this. So we need some stone bricks, easy enough. I think these will work. And I think I need 1 more of this and a chisel. Chisels are in here. This should work, I hope. Perfect. Cool. So we have some stone bricks now. We are going to need rowan wood, which I don't know if we have, but we can see. That shouldn't be too difficult. Let's see, rowan wood. Yes, we have a lot. We're going to need 4 of this, right? No, 2, 4, 6. And we need 4 more stone bricks, because I miscounted. But this will be most of the stuff we need for the altar. And basically what we have to do is we have to make the altar so that we can start getting witchery power. And what that's going to allow us to do is once we get the power for the witchery altar, we can send that power to basically everything. We only need 1 altar. We'll only ever need 1 altar. We need Exhale of the Horn One and Breath of the Goddess times 3 each. And then some water bottles, which that'll be easy enough. So we need 3 of these, and 1, 2, 3. Cool, so this will be pretty much everything. And then we've got some other things to make. But we'll get to that in a second. So do I have glass bottles? Cool. So 1, 2, 3. Again, I will continue cleaning up the base as we go. To be honest, a lot of the stuff that we're going to need to clean up is going to disappear completely when we get applied energistics. So there is the altar. We needed the altar so that we can actually place it down and do some work. So I'm going to put the altar like right here. I think this will be good. Now this altar doesn't have much power, but it can see this distillery. We can extend its range with an item called the Arthana. The Arthana is useful to have, and it's not that bad to make, actually. So we need a living wood twig, which we should be able to get pretty easily. I was going to move the bees. We're going to make some more apiaries this episode, and then we will move the bees. I'll do that between episodes because, yeah, it'll be easy enough. So we need 2 living. We need mana pearl and some gold. So the Arthana is going to allow us to do some cool stuff. It's going to extend the range of our altar. That's it. That's all it's going to do. But that alone is worth it. So I think I can use gold nuggets. Yes, or gold coins rather. We need an ender pearl. And we need just a piece of gold. And then we should be able to make this pretty easily. So let's do it. How's this doing, by the way? Is this still doing good on power? No, it's not. Never active. Alright. Crisis averted. I really need to power up that solar panel. But oh well. So we just need to... Oh my god, and I'm getting hungry so quickly. This extreme chili, though, is a really good food source. So just come over here. We throw that in there. We get the mana pearl. And why do I not have a crafting bench over here? You know what? I'm going to steal this one, because I don't really need that one right now. Each little area is going to have a crafting bench because I said so. Can I put that there? Yes, cool. I hate that they look at each other, these crafting stations, but I love the crafting station more than a standard workbench because I can do that and not have to worry about it. So there is the Arthana. Now the Arthana, we can just put shift click onto the altar, and now the altar's range is a lot farther. We'll get into what that means in a moment. Now the next thing I need to make, candelabra would be nice. Blank slates, white tallow. Ooh. Ew. This is a little bit more complicated than I thought, but not that bad. So I want to make this guy. So we need some magic. It's 2 magic each. I want something that doesn't have much else. Netherwart's not bad, but I think we can do better. Int twigs are pretty good, but not good enough. Blaze rods are pretty good. Thaumium's perfect, but it takes magic to make thaumium, so I don't really want to do that. Arcane stone blocks are good, but those are also kind of annoying. Rowan saplings aren't bad. Alright, let's use ender pearls. Netherwort. I think netherwort will be the best. So just pop down here. We'll break some netherwort and replant it. Cool, we have 19. I want to have, let's see, we're going to need 2, 4, 6. So we need 12. So we're going to make some magic tallow. That's also going to require some... Where am I putting netherwort? I'll just put it in here, I guess. The magic tallow is also going to require some zombie flesh. So we need 12 of that. Actually, no, we need 6. And then we need 1, 2, 3. So now we're going to do some crucible stuff. So we're going to set this altar up. The altar gains power from natural things. Grass, dirt, trees, crops, pumpkins, melons, all sorts of stuff. That's where it gains its power. And there's magic tallow. Cool. Let's go ahead and scan that. And then we can clear this. And no problems. Cool. So we have that. We get the mana infused string. And we should be pretty much good to go. So, like I said, natural things. Now, we can add modifiers. That's what the candelabra is. We're going to make a candelabra so that we can add some modifiers to this stuff. Oh, wow, we only needed 1 recipe of that. Okay. These are also good for some other things, but The tallow will be useful later as well. We'll put that up here. This is like crafting stuff and crafted, I guess. Sure, why not? Let's take our wand back because we might need it. I don't think so, but we might. Who knows? But anyways, we have that. Now we need 3 blank slates and a tombstone. Well, I already have the tombstone. Again, sorry, but I am going to accept it because that's how things are. Blank slates are arcane stone blocks, so I can't do this, can I? Nope. I have to be in the other crafting and go way too far. Alright, so we're just going to keep our wand in here for now. So fire shard plus some stone. Wait. How do you make the... Oh, that's right. It's half living rock. That is what I was missing. Okay, so let's get the living rock. We should have some still. We have enough. I need to automate that. That would be really nice to automate. And I think there's a good way to do that with applied energistics once we get that. But we'll get there. So, arcane stone blocks. We'll get some of those. And now we just need to turn those into blank slates. And let's turn that off. Alright, so how much do we have? We have quite a bit. How much do we need? 1,000. So we're pretty much there already. Alright, so let's get one. Any mobs we get that spawn, we will go ahead and get the blood from them over ourselves. Isn't this a dark room? So I have to go away. I have so many series that have blood magic, and I have to remember what each of them have in terms of what they use. Nope. We're starting to turn into the next version. How are we doing? Exactly. Cool. So we can go ahead and turn that back on. That's going to drain it all. And it should have exactly enough. There we go. Cool. So that's all we need to do right now. I still need to figure out how to prevent spiders from spawning up there a little bit better. So take the attuned stone. Let's put these away. So attuned stone, 3 blank slates, and some white tallow gives us the candelabra. And now I believe this guy we can put right here, and it gives a speed boost to its how quickly this goes. Now there's like 2 more things we can do. One is a chalice, but we would want to fill it. Filling it requires a kettle, and we're not quite there yet. But the chalice itself isn't too bad, but it does require another attuned stone. That's doable. And then we can just take it off later. So we need a mana diamond, which I don't have. Let's get like let's see, what else can we get? So chalice, and then some other stuff we can't really do, like the pentagram. But then also we put a player head. Will help, or a wither skull, but player heads are better. There's a super secret sneaky way to get that since we have Botania. And the last thing is a dragon egg that I can think of. So let's get 1, 2, 3, or can we use gold coins? No. Okay, so we need a diamond, bucket of lava, and a whiff of magic. And do I have enough? Yes, I do. Cool. So bucket of lava, we can just pop down here, and there's plenty of lava over here. Cool. So, pretty much all we'll need to do is start getting some nature stuff over here, and that will allow us to get what we need from all of this. So, mana diamond, whiff of magic should have plenty of those, and I believe it's magic, diamond, lava bucket. There's the attuned stone, and there is the chalice. Cool. So I'm gonna put that in there. The chalice, even though it's not filled, we can go ahead and put it on here, and it does give us a boost. I believe it doubles our, yeah, it doubles our total power, which is really nice. Yeah, we need netherrack there. And fire. So let's, let's grab our flint and steel. We're going to need that for two things, so let's grab 2 netherrack. And is this drum full? No, okay, but it's nearly a lot closer than I expected. So, let's break this guy. We're going to have that, and then right here. So we'll just put flint and steel. Or rather, netherrack. We'll put the cobblestone down first, and then netherrack. I'll just keep that there, because why not? So one of these we're going to go ahead and ignite. We're going to put this here, and then the Witch's Cauldron. So that'll work. And then something I'm probably going to want to grab at some point is a sink. Because sinks are super useful. So let's make another sink, and then we will make the secret player head. So three iron, a bucket of water, and some logs. I think it was 5. And we just need some iron. Easy enough. And then the fun part starts. So let's get this going. So there's the sink. We get our water bucket back, which is so nice. And we just got to figure out a good place to put this. So there's going to be a spinning wheel here. So I guess right here is fine. So we can fill this up with water. 3 makes the cauldron. And yeah, so the next thing I want for this guy is a player head. So we go to Botania and we look at our flowers. We have 1 pink. Can I do the secret trick or not? Can I plant these? I can. Let's go grab some bone meal and some shears. I don't know if this works or not in this version, but if it does, that's awesome. If it doesn't, that's a bummer. But it's not the end of the world. So, bone meal. You know, I might have some more bone meal somewhere around here. I don't know. But let's just grab a little bit of bone meal. That should be enough. And if this works, then it's awesome. If it doesn't, again, bummer. So the tall mystical makes 4. And then we can do 4. And as long as you hit the tops, it should work. And then we can turn these into a ton more. And this is a good way to get a lot of flower petals. And just do the same. And that's pretty much it. So I need 16 of these. And the reason I need 16 of these is because that's what you need. Thought that was pretty self-explanatory. So 16 of these go over here into the petal apothecary. Excuse me, into the petal apothecary. So with 1 seed gives us Vasky's head, who is the mod maker for Britannia. Yeah, that's the whole thing. That's how you get the head. And this player head will give this, so if we look, this has 240 times 3. Now it's 600 times 6. So yeah, it's a lot better. And about the only other thing that we could do is if we could get the dragon egg, which we might have. I don't know. I think I lost it, to be honest. There's no place for it to go in the end. Let's take off our jet plate and infuse it a little bit. And while we're over here, let's go ahead and look at the carpenter. And I want to make an apiary. I want to make more apiaries. So what do these take? These take impregnated casings, which is just a bunch of logs. So if I take a stack of logs, I should be able to make a decent amount of those. And then I'll make the apiaries later off camera. So stack of logs. And yeah, so with a lot of apiaries, we're going to automate more bees. We'll be able to crossbreed more at a time and all that kind of fun stuff. I have a bad habit of leaving things in these crafting tables. But we just do this. And this will make 4. So that's 4 more apiaries. So we'll just let that process. It should have plenty of seed oil. I should be able to get more if I want it. But that should be good enough. We're up to 50% charge. So let's turn it on. And I want to see if I have a piston. I don't have a piston. So let's make a piston. 3 wood, some cobblestone, iron, and redstone. I think it's vanilla, isn't it? I think it is. Well, that is completely full. We need to upgrade that, like, now. Is this full of redstone yet? No. Okay. At least that isn't the case, but we need to upgrade that, like, now-ish. But for now, let's be lazy. Let's take just a whole bunch of this redstone. I'm going to use the one to make the piston real quick. And cool. And then we're just going to put the rest in there. Yeah, 38 stacks, 43 stacks. That'll last for a while. I do need to make sure that none of these are going to fill up anytime soon. This did, but I believe it has a void upgrade on it. So it doesn't really matter. This one's going to, but yeah, once I get more stuff, once I get into applied energistics, we don't have to worry about that. So we have a piston. Let's get a lever for it, and I want to grab a stack of cobblestone, and yeah, let's just pop up here. I want to get rid of this other 12. Uh-oh. Whoops. I don't want that. I wanted the stone. I don't want these circuit plates. Oh my god, I have so many circuit plates now. Whoops. Okay, so these are useful if we do a lot of redstone circuitry stuff, but not that useful. Let's make a barrel. I'm gonna keep them because why not? I don't want to waste all that stone. 5, 6, 7. But that was a major whoops. I kind of forgot about that. I kind of forgot that as a thing that could happen. So, do we have an extra chest in here? Alright, so chest, wood. Please tell me I have a slab. So that, and that. Cool. So we'll just put this guy like right here for now. And put the slabs away. Alright, so, whoops. I made a mistake. Oh well. Easy one to kind of fix. It's just cobblestone, so I don't really care all that much, but let's go to the end. Actually, I want to keep that on. And let's go to the end. So we already came to the end, we already killed the dragon, all that fun stuff. But here is the question. Do we see the dragon egg? Okay, the dragon egg is literally right there. Awesome. Let's get some cobblestone. And break this torch. Do something like this. Put a torch here. Piston facing this way. And then lever. Cool. So we can pick up the piston. Pick up this. Anything that goes through doesn't really matter. And we have the dragon egg. Now the dragon egg is yet another thing that we can get more power for. So yeah, that is for our altar. That is. So we lost the lever. Oh no, it's all right here at spawn. Because that's where things go when they go through the end portal. So we have a piston and a lever. The lever can go in here. The piston can just stay there for right now. So we have the dragon egg now. This means that we can go ahead and put it right here. And now this has a lot of power for nothing. Some other stuff that we can use. I don't actually know if we have any. Or if we do, we don't have many. We have 4 pumpkins. So pumpkins is something we can use. And just to demonstrate, I think these are like 20 each. So this has 1850. We should be able to put pumpkins over here. 1890. And this will update 1870. So yeah, it sees it. It should see it 14 blocks away. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So now it should be at 90. But if I put one here, it won't see it. So just some things that we can do. So I'm going to probably do a lot of the setting up the altar off camera because I don't really need to do anything on camera with it right now, other than the distillery. So let's get what we need distilled. So in order to progress to get the Alchemy Catalyst, all of this was just to set up the altar so that we can make the Alchemy Catalyst. Well, for that we need golden chalk, which we need ritual chalk. Now this isn't that bad. Wood ash is easy. Gypsum needs a distillery. So we need foul fumes. That's the first thing. Foul fumes we can get by smelting up we'll get some from Breath of the Goddess and Lapis, so let's do that. We have one more Breath of the Goddess, which is exactly how much we needed. Also, our jetpack is bugged out now. So let's get a Lapis piece. And this will okay, that'll make 2, so that's good. So this plus this, and we need, we need some clay jars. I don't have many. We need more than that. So we're gonna have to get some more clay, and we're gonna have to cook that up. We should have a lot of, actually, there's a bunch of clay in the thing, isn't there? I think there is. So do that. What I could do, I know what to do now. Make this a push. It will only push, and then any like cobblestone I want, we just put in here, and then it'll cycle through. So, get a stack of clay jars, and we'll get these cooked up. I think it'll actually be quicker in here, because it'll do 3 at a time. But once we get a little bit, we should be able to start going forward. So we need mandrake root, golden nugget, and yeah, that's about it. So we'll get mandrake root here in a moment. That should not be a problem. In fact, I have some mandrake root, I have golden nugget, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So put those in here, and that'll start working. So it has enough power. It's draining power from the altar. It's not much power that it drains, so it replenishes almost instantly, but it is a thing. So we're going to need to do something like this, and the gypsum requires the foul fumes, which we should be getting. We're going to need 2 of those, so let's actually go ahead and smelt up some hawthorn. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that should give us some more foul fumes. So there is the Tear of the Goddess, so foul fume, and we need 2 of these guys. Right? I feel like that's wrong. We need quicklime, which is still just wood ash, but we need to craft it first. And we just put those in there, and it will do its thing. Cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the coal out. We're going to just make this kind of self-sufficient. The wood is not really used for much of anything other than making more altar power. You can use witchery wood for altar power, which is really nice and really useful. That being said, we need more. You can't catch fumes unless you have something to catch the fumes. So we're going to get more stuff. Oops, why is it burning those? I want them like that. Cool, so we have some extra foul fumes. We'll get more later, I'm sure. So we put that in there. And Tear of the Goddess goes there. Whiff of Magic can go in here. The rest of the wood ash can go away. Slime balls, we're going to be getting those quite often as kind of like a secondary effect. And then this oil vitriol is going to come in handy quite a bit. So I like witchery. I like the fume magic more than some of the other magic. Some of the other magic is absolutely and utterly terrifying. But this is almost done. We'll get our ritual chalk. And we'll actually get 2 pieces of ritual chalk. So, yeah, I'm going to have to like organize this a little bit, but we'll get there. So, ritual chalk. We're going to take 1 of these pieces and make some golden chalk. Now, I will want some golden chalk later, but for now, we'll just go ahead and make this. So, this order actually matters. How bad would it be to make... Do we have the Witch's Brew? Yes. So, this will tell us kind of like how much altar power it costs and all that kind of stuff. If we take a look at golden chalk, this doesn't require... It doesn't look like it requires any altar power, but it might require a lot. So one thing we can actually do is if we mark this just around like so, that'll actually reduce the cost, and it will do some other things for the altar. Let's go ahead and put a torch here. So, or rather the cauldron. So we just dump this, this, and this. Now if we see... orange. Orange is bad. I don't think it has enough. So introduction, cauldron, yeah. Brewing. So use ritual circles to reduce the costs. Oh, I need to do a different one. This one doesn't actually work. So something is wrong with this. It probably doesn't have enough power. So let's just, do one of these. So I need to rearrange this a little bit. So how much ultra power do I have now? I need like 2050. So that will hopefully work. We're also gonna need a broom, by the way, because I need to clean up these runes. So 2 living and then 1 of each. Alright, so we can clear this with quick lime. I believe gypsum creates an explosive. Let's get some glass bottles. I don't know if... I bet it's going to say a failed potion or like a potion of coloring or something like that. Doesn't really do anything if it is, but no, I can't even do anything with that. So let's just clear it. Okay, so that's explosive, but we'll put these 2 things in here. I wish you could shift click it, but you can't. So let's see, we can grow some alder saplings. Let's go grab a couple birch saplings as well. And get these cooking up. I want my lumber axe. And basically what I want to do right now is to grow a couple of these trees so that I can potentially get some saplings. I got exactly 1 sapling. So I can make the broom. Oh, great. There he is. There he is, Miss America. Let's kill this guy, this int. Hey, is he? Okay, he's not stuck. Oh well, he can't get us up here. So, it'll be a second, but we'll kill him. And he's gonna also drop some saplings as well. Now we need... we need 4 of these. And we should be able to make the broom. These look very similar to the other saplings. So we just need 1 of each. I don't know if the order matters. It does. What's the order? Just shift click it. There we go. There's the broom. And the broom can be used to break these. You can also fly on an enchanted broom, but we don't have that. So let's see. We have Breath of the Goddess. We're going to need lapis. And we'll get some more ritual chalk. And that'll be pretty much it. So hopefully we can get this one to work. I don't know what we did wrong other than maybe we didn't have enough altar power. That's the only thing I can figure. So something we can do, like it says, is we can make this a little bit better for the altar strength. But honestly, we'd have to move some stuff around, and I don't want to do that right now. These things can honestly be moved over here, so I can have some more room. I could put the stuff, the distillery here, and all that kind of stuff. We might do that. I don't know yet. I haven't decided. But I'll probably do a lot of that kind of organization off camera because these episodes go too long anyways, and honestly, just kind of waiting around to do stuff like that is not worth your guys' time or mine, really. I'd rather do it off camera. So, one of these, And let's see if it works this time. So, gold nugget, ritual chalk. So we should have... Why is that not working? I don't know with the orange. So, failed rituals. Yellow is underpowered. So we need to power it up more. So I guess we'll just do... What is that? 20... I wish it told me how much I needed for the magical crop, the magical golden chalk. But it seems to be like... Yeah, it doesn't say. I wish it said. So let's do another 3x3. And see if this helps. So it should... I probably didn't need to do this all over again. Probably just need to add more stuff. So that's decent. Let's go grab some pumpkins, or if I have melons as well, that'd be nice. Pumpkins, sugarcane works. But I have to put a water source. I don't really want to do that. That seems too much work. We can get normal wood as well. And we can just put this. I'm doing it in 3x3s because reasons. Mostly just because it's easier for me to chop down with the lumber axe when I'm done. And so this should give us a decent amount of power. I don't know how much power this thing requires. Let's see if it says in the guide. So blood orb. I hear something. It's still bubbling, but not really doing anything. So we'll just add those. What are we up to? 32? There we go. Now it has enough power. So it required like 3,000. And we had a bad effect because, yeah, now we can't move. I'm paralyzed for another 10 seconds. So it was bad because I just didn't have enough power. So we're gonna power up the altar. It's pretty easy to get this thing up really, really high, and it's gonna kind of serve multiple purposes. But here's some golden chalk. Can we scan some of this stuff? Hey, I can. Cool. Not the golden chalk. All right. So the golden chalk is what we needed in order to make the Alchemy Catalyst. Now we are still missing one last thing, which is blaze rods. So time to summon some blazes. We kill a bunch of blazes. Yeah, I need a lot more blaze rods. So just turn this on. We'll come in here. Like I've said, eventually this will be automated, but I haven't felt like doing that yet. Just basically put a grinder on it and it will automate it. But ow. Our sword has looting, so we're gonna get a little bit more for it anyways. So let's turn that off real quick because I want to grab my wand. That's gonna help recharge it because, yeah, killing monsters drop aspect orbs, and that is good for recharging your wand. So yeah, I like making the Witchery Altar off camera because there's limits to what you can actually do with it. Basically, the pumpkins, for example, each pumpkin provides so much altar power, but you can only get so much altar power from pumpkins. It's like each one provides, I think, 20. You can only get a total of like 200 from them. So, or something like that. I don't know the exact numbers off the top of my head. I always look it up. Because that's the easier way to do it. And flying around really does not help you there. Alright, let's turn it off. And we have more than enough blaze rods for the blaze lamp. So, there we go. Cool. And now we should be able to make the Alchemy Catalyst. And that is cool. So there's the blaze lamp, which is just a compact way of storing blaze. The living rock goes around like so. Alchemic chemistry sets, this, and then golden chalk. And there's the alchemy catalyst. That was really difficult for what it is. But now we can make prismarine and do a whole bunch of other stuff. So I'm going to end the episode off here. I'm going to move around a bunch of stuff and probably make another sink or 50 because they're amazing. Probably just make another one. Clean up a lot of this stuff and just make things look a little bit nicer. Move things around and whatnot. I'm going to get the altar power back. I'm going to get the altar up. I'm going to rearrange this stuff so that I can use some runes around this guy with the ritual chalk that we have, this white one. And basically we have to make a 7x7, 5x5 circle around it, and that will prevent negative effects. It also slightly reduce power. We could make infernal chalk, which is another type of chalk. We will probably need this later, but the infernal chalk is another ritual. We could use this to make the rituals to cost a lot less power, but you also increase the chance of bad effects. I don't want bad effects, so we're gonna do a white circle around it, and we might even put the cauldron kind of in the centerist area. That might be a good idea. But I don't know yet. We'll figure it out. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We got the Alchemy Catalyst, which will allow us to get more blood magic stuff, which is good. The other thing I'm probably going to have to do is mess with this stuff, aren't I? Yes. So these are both. And that's like out of power. So let's just turn it off. 737. We are getting close-ish. It's still a long ways off, but I'm going to replace those reactors and go from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!